Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy New Year's, guys. Um, 8 matchups on this New Year slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Turn on those notification bells, guys. If you want to hop on my premium private Discord, go ahead and do that in the link below, guys. That's where I'm putting out all my parlays, all my NBA, NFL, college football parlays and teasers, player prop bets. So love to have you guys in there. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Nice New Year slate today. Starting with the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the New York Knicks. Minnesota opening up as a 2-point road favorite with the over-under at 223.5. Minnesota coming into this matchup 24-7. The Knicks 17-5 or 17-15. Head-to-head, Minnesota 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any injuries really for this matchup here. Obviously, the big news with the Knicks, they did trade for OG Anunoby. We'll see. I really can't find out if he's going to debut from what I'm looking at right now. We'll see if he makes his debut today. But remember, they lost Emmanuel quickly. And I think it was RJ Barrett. I could be wrong. I didn't want to look it up, but in a second round pick. So that trade did happen. Good trade. I don't know how I feel about the trade, but we'll see how it affects the Knicks because OG is definitely a solid player. Knicks on a little 3-game losing streak coming off a Pacers loss. Minnesota, they're playing great right now. 7-3 in their last 10 on a 2-game winning streak. Coming off that controversial win against the Lakers. Minnesota 8-3 against the Knicks. 4-1 on the road against the Knicks here. Yeah, I like Minnesota. They're playing good right now. Basically a bucket spread. Give me Minnesota -2 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Toronto Raptors. Raptors opening up as a 2.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 226.5. Cavs coming into this matchup 18-14. The Raptors 12-20. Head-to-head, Cleveland 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Cleveland coming off a Milwaukee loss. Toronto 1-5 in their last 6, coming off a Detroit loss. Don't see any major injuries that we don't know about here for this game. Cleveland 1-8 on the road against Toronto, 2-4 against Toronto. They haven't been good against the Raptors here. And yeah, we're gonna see if the new pieces for the Raptors end up playing. Remember, OG got traded, didn't play last game, and they fell to Detroit, which was very disappointing. Yeah, so I think I'm going to take a shot with the Cavs +2.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Pistons versus the Houston Rockets. Houston opening up as a 9-point home favorite with the over-under at 228. Detroit coming into this matchup 3-29. Houston 15-15. Head-to-head, Houston 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries. Obviously, the big news, Detroit coming off that big Toronto win, getting their first win of the season. Or not first win of the season, but their first win in a long time. Houston on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Philly loss. Detroit 0-14 on the road. Haven't been able to win on the road here. And look, is this win going to just spark the Pistons and they're going to just go on a win streak and stuff? I really don't think so. They were going to get a win because that's how sports are. They just weren't going to lose that many games. They were going to get a win eventually. But this is a very, very bad Pistons team. And yeah, we're going to take the Rockets -9 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as an 8.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 260.5. Pacers coming into this matchup 17-15. The Bucks 24-8. Head-to-head, the Bucks 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries to report here. Pacers on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Knicks win. The Bucks on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Cleveland win. Pacers 2-10 on the road against Milwaukee. 4-16 against Milwaukee. They have not been able to beat the Bucks. Bucks playing great, 6-0 at home. And yeah, I think I'm gonna lean with the Bucks minus 8.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver opening up as a 15-point home favorite with the over/under at 227. Hornets coming into this matchup 7-23. Denver 23-11. Head-to-head, Denver 9-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. Charlotte, I mean, they've lost past their last 10 games. They are playing absolutely horrible right now. They were 15-point underdogs in the last game against Phoenix. You know, they actually only lost by 14. So, I mean, that's going to be that kind of game here. Denver coming off a bad OKC loss. They did beat Charlotte 102-95 as 11-point favorites. I like Denver. I definitely like Denver at home. 15 points is just a lot. We saw Charlotte cover the last game. 15 points. It was close, but I like Denver to win at home. But 15 points, I think I'll take a shot with the Hornets plus those points on the road. Next matchup, we got the Dallas Mavericks versus the Utah Jazz. Dallas opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over/under at 246. Dallas coming into this matchup 19-14. The Jazz 14-19. Head-to-head, Dallas 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Looks like Luka's questionable and Kyrie's questionable. If both of them can play, that's great. If one of them can play, that's great. Dallas coming off a big Warriors win. Utah coming off a Miami win. Dallas 6-1 covering on the road against Utah. 6-1 against Utah. They've been very good against the Jazz here. For me, as long as Luka plays, I'm not too worried about Kyrie. If Kyrie plays, I don't know. We've had Kyrie without Luka before. We haven't been that great, but as long as Luka plays here, give me the Mavs -3 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Phoenix Suns. Suns opening up as an 11.5-point home favorite with the over/under at 230. Blazers coming into this matchup 9-22. The Suns 17-15. Head-to-head, Phoenix 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. No DeAndre Ayton or Anthony Simons for Portland. Portland coming off a Spurs win. Phoenix on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Magic win. Yeah, with all these injuries to the Blazers, do not love the Blazers today. I like Phoenix starting to play a little well during this little win streak. It looks like they're all pretty healthy unless one of them decides to sit. They are coming off a back-to-back, so I'm sure one of the big three won't play or something, but long as Booker or KD's playing or whatever, if not both of them, which would be nice, give me the Suns -11.5 and money line at home. In the last matchup, we got the Miami Heat versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers opening up as a 7-point home favorite with the over/under at 227.5. Heat coming into this matchup 19-13. The Clippers 19-12. Head-to-head, the Clippers 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Miami, no Jimmy Butler, no Caleb Martin. Kawhi is questionable. Miami coming off a Utah loss. Clippers on a 2-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10. Yeah, just too many injuries for Miami. And Clippers 8-1 at home, 13-6 at home against Miami. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean with the Clippers -7 and money line at home. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.